It for sure says I'm recording through my microphone.
Let's go with
I
it.
don't know.
It's fine.
Not a big deal. I come here and I click
Technology's a
record.
scam anyway.
Speaking of scams, welcome back to the podcast.
Put that on the list. Technology constantly upgrading. Scam. It's a scam.
Literally, though. Starting with top of mind. I was talking to my sister coming into the podcast. She's gotten 2 parking tickets in the last few months. One of them, huge scam. Okay. So, she's in school. The parking
Yeah.
lot she parks in, you book your spot on an app.
Mm-hmm.
She comes in, she parks her car, there's clearly open spots available. On the app, it says parking lot full. So when it's full, it won't let you pay for parking. And she had to go to class. There's her school's not like downtown with a ton of different lots. There's literally like one main lot. And she's like, well, I've got to go to class. So she leaves her car there and then comes out later and she had a fucking parking ticket. And it's like, you wouldn't let me pay for parking. And the ticket's like 3 times the cost of paying for parking.
So, did other people just like book a spot and not show up? Is that what happens?
I have no idea. Or like it doesn't register when people leave, maybe.
Right. Like I'm trying like they could be making so much more money then.
Like why does it max out? Like who cares that it says the lot's full? Like
Yes.
if the lot's
Just let
full,
me give you
why not
money.
park there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
Yeah, it's a scam. And then it's like, okay, you want to fight your parking ticket? Well, if you pay it in the first 24 hours, say it's $60, and if you wait over that, well, now it's $100. So it's like you don't even want to fight it because you're just like, fuck it, I'm just going to pay it.
Yeah.
So funny.
That's real unfortunate.
Yeah. How about you?
Award shows are a scam.
Okay, like which ones?
Allow me to
I'm not in
explain.
the.
So
Yeah.
like the Ottawa Awards.
I don't. What are the Ottawa? Like,
Okay, so
I'm so like
here's
out of the loop.
okay, so here's and I know it's like Hazel, you said you wanted to win an award like 3 or 4 episodes ago. Yes, I did say that. However, I have been nominated because I self-nominated for awards before, okay? And okay, was I really happy to be nominated for Employee of the Year for the Upper Ottawa Valley Chamber of Commerce? Yes, okay.
Of course.
Best event of my life. I wore a flower crown, sequins, did not win. A guy who had recently passed away won. That was a scam. He was dead. How could he get the award? But anyways, fast forward to I'm a young entrepreneur and nominations open up for this like citywide award thing. And I'm like, I'm gonna nominate everyone I know. So we're all nominated for stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, it's not an award show, it's a business. Because let me tell you what happened. We all had to pay like $200 to go to the award show. They didn't have enough seats. They didn't have enough food. They didn't even have the right awards. Like they gave out 2 of the same, like they were doubling awards and not doing other ones. It was the most worst event I've ever been to, honestly. I was like, what is happening? And then they hit you up for advertising opportunities because you were like on their nominee list. So they have your email. And then people are like, oh, I'm so important because I was nominated. And this big company could really help me get my name out there, but it's just like all a facade. And then now they have a magazine, and it's so like it just scam.
Yes,
such a scam.
100%.
Don't fall for it.
Yeah, no.
Yes. And there's also awards, like there's awards out there that you pay for all the time. People pay for them. People pay to be named the top whatever in whatever industry all the time. You could pay like $2,000 to have a whole like main feature in a magazine, like a cover story of a magazine. You could buy that easy. Scam.
Unless, but I mean, hey, it's just marketing. Like at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying. Like unless you scam them back, you know what I mean? You're like, listen, I'll give you the money, but here's what I need from you so that I get benefit out of it. Yeah, but it's scam in that they're not real awards. Like they're not wholly based on merit.
You wouldn't know unless you're the person that's being nominated and paying for it. It's a scam for the other people that think, oh, they are just the best of the best. Meanwhile, it's like it's a marketing ploy. They pay for it.
And
which
okay,
is fine. Hey, we love marketing. Go for
yeah.
it. But
And I'm sure there's award shows out there that are not like this, but like ones that I have experienced are exactly like this.
yeah,
So don't feel bad that you didn't get nominated for your community award.
yeah, no, that's fair. I stole this from you because you mentioned
That's
it and I
fine.
was like, fuck, you're right. Credit scores. So
Scam.
it's double-edged sword, okay? Because like you
You
need
need it.
you, you need it. You need a good credit score to get if you're financing a car, if you're getting a mortgage, if you're getting a credit card, yada
You want to
yada.
buy a yacht.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these are the problems we have. Where do we park the yacht?
I have a river.
Yeah, actually, we park in Hazel's
I'll
house.
just get someone
Although,
else to put a dock out.
so like double-edged sword, but like also the whole I'll get a credit card and rack up debt so that I can build credit. It's like I don't know. For me, that's where the scam is. Because it's
Mm,
like if you never have debt, you don't have a credit score. So what I heard is that I haven't actually factually like researched
that's
this, and
fine. We
actually
don't
this
fact
is
check
from
anything.
no. So I'm just gonna say it. So apparently your credit score is more about how you can manage debt and how good you are at carrying your debt essentially. And I just recently heard that and it made me go, fuck, because I almost have a perfect credit score. So it's like I am on a mission to be like debt free, but it's like still got a mortgage and a fucking credit card. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I also
but
have a
obviously
very
I'm good
high
at
credit
paying them.
score.
We
And
love
I
that.
was told it's because I got very good financial advice once upon a time from my friend's parent. She was like, well, you're 18, get a credit card. And I was like, why? And she was like, do it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I just like had a credit card and used it, but I never had debt. Like I just paid
Well,
it,
like you paid it
right?
off.
Yeah. The other thing, like when we say we don't fact check things, like we learn this from Instagram and TikTok, everybody, okay? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, yeah, and I'm talking about another podcast, Dave Ramsey podcast. I
Okay,
listen to it
fair.
all the time.
Yeah.
I would say he's pretty credible, but like, listen to him about financial advice, maybe not for me.
He is. He has some values that I don't personally think are like
Well,
always. I'm like, but
pick
sure.
and choose from everybody,
Yeah.
right? What you take.
Yeah.
Like, he says, don't have a credit card. I have a credit card. We pick and choose what we want
Yeah.
from people.
I heard that credit scores don't exist outside of North America. So, like, say you wanted to move to Europe
Hmm.
or the Middle East or wherever, like, no one
Yeah.
gives a fuck about your credit score. They're like, do you have the money to purchase this?
Yeah. Well, and it makes sense too because it's all through our Canadian system.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's the same. Like if we, let's say we move to the US, would our Canadian credit score transfer? Likely not. You'd
I don't
probably
know.
start at ground zero. They don't know you.
I don't know. I
But
think we're being scammed by banks,
well, yeah, of course we are.
like in multiple ways, but in this way in particular.
Yeah, I guess moral of the story is like you want a good credit score, but also don't do stupid financial things to get a good credit score.
True that.
And it doesn't need to be perfect either to get like a
No,
good loan and get a good interest rate.
no.
So, all right, what's
Yeah.
next?
Oh, I think this was yours. Internal promotions.
Oh,
Yes.
such a scam.
And if I remember correctly, it's a scam because there's like caps. There's
Yes.
only so much room for movement. Whereas if you left and went to another company, there's more room for negotiation in salary
Yeah.
and things like that.
It's yeah, specific to salary. And this has happened to me now in two jobs. One worse than the other. And I'm still salty about it. Because yeah, you start an entry level position and well, not always, but like wherever you do start. One of them I started at entry level position, one I didn't. But you start there and typically when you want to get in the door, it's because that's the position that's available. It doesn't mean that's what you're qualified for.
Yeah.
So typically, I've been hired into a role where I easily could have been hired into a higher role, but it was like, okay, that's what they have available. Yes, we can mutually agree on salary. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But then once you're in there and they're like, oh, fuck, she's, she's good in this role. Let's give her the next role. Then you're capped. Then it becomes a mathematical equation from HR to say, well, your new salary is only X because it's this times this and it can't be greater than this. And it's like, but if I was hired off the out from outside, it would
Yeah.
have been 10, 20, 30% higher and you wouldn't have blinked an eye. But just because I'm internal and you know what you're paying me today, now it's capped.
Mm.
Like that pisses me off. On paper, I was like, look at what I was making before.
Yeah.
This is what you're paying me now. This is your new salary, like range. Like, what do you mean? Nope, sorry. It's a math equation. And it's just like, no wonder people leave companies. It's shit like this. Like, no wonder people don't stay at the same company for so long. It's like,
Yeah.
why would they? You treat new employees better than current ones. They're
Yeah.
easily paid more than current
Yeah.
employees.
I think there
Like,
is a statistic like every like 2 to 3 years, people move around
yeah.
in corporate work. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know.
It's scummy. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I'm very
the
blessed to
sides
work
of it.
for a company that pays people what they're worth and shares like profits and really like values people. But I've also worked in places where they were like, what's the lowest we can get away with paying this person?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So it's both things because it's like, yeah, I I don't like the idea of like job hopping around at all. I love staying like climbing the corporate ladder in a job is great. I love being like the go-to, the expert, the one that's been there. But sometimes it just doesn't make mathematical sense.
Right.
Where it's like, well, sometimes you do need to make a change. And the thing is too, yeah, for like the younger generations coming in, it's like sometimes I get it. Like you can do the same job or work just as hard and get paid 20, 30% more. Things are expensive. Do it. Like, you gotta look out for you at the end of the day, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's literally like this is the difference between me being able to afford the life that I want versus not. So
And we want Kristen to have what she wants. So
I can
full
only speak
support.
about my experience.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've yeah. Ugh. 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 You got one? Got next one?
Modern day doctors. I know this hits home for you, but
Yeah.
like I just find it's such, well, first off, trying to find a family doctor, fucking impossible.
Hmm.
And then even when you have one, it's just like such a transaction. It's just like in and out. What is the least amount of time I can spend with you to address your concern and get you out so I can see the next person? So, like, what I have found is it's so much better. Like, because in Canada, we have like free healthcare. You don't pay to go see your family doctor, but you're also not getting the best service, in my
Right.
opinion.
I
They're
tend
not,
to
again,
agree.
speaking from my experience, they are not all
Yeah.
created equally. So take this with a grain of salt. But what I have found is it's so much better to go pay to have a doctor. Like, for
If you
instance,
can.
naturopath
Yeah.
has been one of the best paths I have went down and actually seen the greatest results. They
Hmm.
look at the big picture. They don't just look at one symptom. They do a full overview, a full blood panel. And like, is it cheap? Absolutely
Nope.
not. But it's so worth it.
Yeah. If you can make it work.
Do it
Yeah.
100%. The other thing is, in lieu of a family doctor, I've had access to a virtual doctor. And that's also been really helpful because you can go to them and they'll refer you to individual specialists also, which I have found to be incredibly valuable rather than just kind of getting the runaround to be like, just take this pill, you'll be fine, which I'm not
Just
about.
do this test.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The last time I went to the doctor, she was like, I was like, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom because she had to like push around my abdomen and it's like an hour and a half drive. And she was like, I was like, I'm just gonna go pee. And she was like, well, you're late. I'm late. The reception didn't open the door on time. That's not my fault.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, she just, anyway, won't be seeing her again.
That's totally fair.
Yeah. We've talked about this before. Bangs.
Bangs,
Yeah. Kind of scam. Do they look good? Yes. Until they grow out,
like 2 weeks later,
right?
and now they're too long. Yeah.
Right. And when someone gets bangs cut, there's something else going on in their lives.
Yes, there is.
I, unlike the medical professional I recently saw, have a wonderful hairstylist. And when I asked for bangs, she said no.
She says, "What do you need to talk about, Hazel?"
Yeah, she says, I will cut off. I was like, oh, I'm trying to buy a house like today. She's like, okay. She's like, I'll cut off whatever you want, not bangs.
I love it.
Yeah,
She's a real one.
she is. She's a G. Yeah.
So the okay, this is funny. So the scam is like being upsold. Okay, so this drives me crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
recently got new internet. Okay,
Yes.
cheaper internet, way cheaper, way faster. Love it. Okay, the moment it came to setting it up, it was like, well, what do you want for TV? Here's the promotions we have. Well, what about your cell phone provider? What does your current cell phone look like? Let's bundle it all together. Well, you can get 3 months free of Netflix for only X amount more per month. Or like you get 6 months free, which equals this. And it's like this stupid freaking math circus. Oh, well, we actually add on Crave for free on top of that when you pay this extra amount. And it just like disgusted me, to be honest. I was like, no, I have this flyer and it says internet is $70. I'm
That's all I
calling you
want.
because I want the $70 internet. I shouldn't have to justify for half an hour why I don't want all your fucking add-ons.
Yeah.
Right? So that happened with like initially setting it up, whatever, we get just the internet. Okay, cool. Then weeks and weeks of getting phone calls from them again. And they wanted to charge me an extra $10 a month to double our internet speed. And I'm like, why do we need to do that? And she's like explaining it. But I was so annoyed because it's been so salesy the entire process that I was like, no. And then when I finally got it through that I didn't want their internet upgrade, it was like, well, what about your cell phone? And I had to hang up on them. I'm like, no. And I was so mad. But then what happened is I told Spencer about it. And he's like, well, shit, that's actually a good deal. Only $10 more and you double the speed. And I'm like, he's like, you should have took it. And I'm like, fuck. So now I'm like, did I make a stupid decision? And they, of course, stopped calling me. Because it was like, we agreed to the $70 internet, which is so fucking cheap. They ended up giving it to us for $65 because they had a better deal going on at the time. And he's like, well, we were already committed to 70. What's 75? And now you get a, like, double the speed. And I'm like,
You called them
well,
no, Spencer.
you're kind of right, but at the time it was out of principle that I was like, no.
Yeah.
So I'm like, for fuck's sakes, if they would have only came at me with that, would have been a different story.
Right.
So now I'm waiting for them to call me back to let them upsell me on this faster internet, I guess. Oh my god,
that's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But like happens all the time. They're just trying to like, I'll probably overwhelm you so that you'll just say yes to something.
But it's the opposite. Like, I literally just out of principle was like,
I know, me
no,
too.
you're not having another dollar from me, actually.
Yeah, actually, I don't want your service. I would have been like, who else we got around here?
I know. It's a good deal.
Except for when you live
Sign
rural.
the contract.
There's not a lot of other options.
Who gets Bell 5 out here?
You do.
That's great. Okay, what's next on your list?
Health timelines from your insurance company. For example, your insurance will say you're allowed to go to the dentist every 4 months. So then dentists start saying, let's book you back in 4 months. Do you need to go to the dentist that often? Probably no. I went to the dentist for the first time in 2 years this last week. She's like, your teeth are great. You have a good brushing and flossing. I was like, I do my best because I don't want to come here because I haven't always had insurance. But like,
and everyone's different though, because that's not the story for most people. Most people don't brush and floss every day.
Right. Or like only being allowed an eye exam every 2 years.
Yeah, that's
scammy.
That's crazy. Well, because a lot of people need it more often, especially if you have. And then on the flip side, maybe you don't need the eye exam and you use your eye care dollars to buy brand name sunglasses. Guilty.
Was that even a health
people like you? Yeah, no.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, don't get me like, oh, you only need $200 of massage a year. That's a massage and a half, sir.
That's, yeah, I was gonna say that's not enough. That is not
No,
enough.
no,
Do you
no.
actually only get 200?
Many places do that. I have a health spend account, so I can spend all my money on
Okay, good.
whatever I want.
Oh, yeah, that can be better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, $200, that's nothing, but also it's yeah, I like the healthcare spending account
yeah, me too.
idea. I've never actually had it. I have a different setup, but arguably
Mhm.
it's pretty good. No complaints on my end, to be honest.
Yeah,
And
I just
also, hot take, but I like going to the dentist.
okay. Well, you
I
don't
go
have
every six
PTSD.
months, and I enjoy going. My next one is extended warranties.
Mm,
We're not using them.
no.
Everything on Amazon. I just bought a new bed, and it asked if I wanted the extended warranty. I'm sorry. What are we doing to our beds? And also, might I add, I spent like $800 on a mattress, and their warranty, you need it, like, there's a little bit of its memory foam. So it's supposed to bounce back and be perfect. Well, it's not just like, hey, I have an issue with my mattress. You have to meet certain specifications to even qualify for the
Yes.
warranty.
Yeah.
Like, I have a clear fucking issue with it, and I still can't qualify. So it's like, no, scam. Say no to the extended warranties. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, no.
Hmm.
I'll take my chances and I'll just pay for a new one when I need one because chances are you're not going to use the warranty.
Yeah. If like you have to qualify for it, and you have to remember you have it, and then it'll be like so much paperwork. Like they are going to make it so hard.
Yeah, 100%. It's a money grab.
Male female friendships, most of the time scam for the girls.
Ooh,
Excuse me. Let me tell you
hot
what
take.
happened. Here's
Well,
how I
as
know
you're
this.
talking, I'm like, do I have any male female friendships? But most of the males that I'm friends with are through my husband. So, like, or work,
Yeah. Or like I'm
which is
friends
different.
with their wife. So
Mm-hmm.
like me and Doug, we get along great. We do fun stuff
Mm-hmm.
because like his wife and my friend is like, I don't want to go snowboarding, but you guys go have fun while I read a book.
Mm-hmm.
And that has come to an end because we make dumb decisions together, I think, is what has happened.
That sounds worse than it probably is.
Oh no, I was heavily concussed. And he had some kind of really not great thing happening with his shoulder. Like we had wiped out. That was like one of the last times we were allowed to hang out together alone. Um, it's fine. Um, so like, so I have had male friends before, and to me, like, I'll be friends with anyone. I don't have an ulterior motive. I'm not waiting
Mm-hmm.
for whatever, like that's not my MO. But in my experience, that's like the men's MO. Okay. And I know this because I had one friend who I thought we were such good friends. And then one day he just disappeared. And I was like, what happened to J name guy, coincidentally? Like, has anyone, like, is he okay? Has anyone seen or heard from him? Come to find out months later, he caught feelings and knew I didn't feel the same. So he just disappeared from my life. But all, like, I just lost a friend.
Hmm.
And
I
then I
see.
had another friend who was a dude, and we were like training together a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And like long runs are like hours long, right? So we were spending hours together a week. And one day he asked me to be his mistress.
Oh, you're like, you read this situation all wrong,
I
buddy.
was like, no. Like I was like, what? Oh my God. He was, how did he even bring it up? My God. Was this in Ho Ho No?
That's quite. I didn't know that people just like ask that black and white. Honestly,
Literally, he was like, yeah, I'm looking for a side piece, and like I thought of you, but then I don't know,
what?
but then I thought I'd bring it
I'm
up
sorry.
to you, and he's like, and I just kind of figure like I'll deal with my wife if and when she ever finds out. And I was like, she's such a lovely woman. What the actual fuck is your problem? And like even given he knows so much about me because we spend so much time chatting together. Like how could you
Mhm.
think that I would think that that is okay?
Yeah, that's yeah.
like even just the principle of it. So I was like,
Yeah,
I was
like, do you
like,
think I'm that type of person that I'd actually say yes?
or like I couldn't, so like I couldn't even be friends with him after that. I was like, how can
Yeah.
I, like, I can't reconcile this in
Mm-hmm.
my
Well,
head.
because then how
If
do you
you're
ever think
gonna
I'm the
do
same?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're just like a scummy person. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, in my experience, being friends with men has always ended
Mm-hmm.
up like a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fake news. It's not
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
But I'll
All
be your
right.
friend if you're cool. I
Yeah.
don't care.
That's funny. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Airport food. Why am I paying $50 to eat cardboard?
Same as like arena food.
Yeah, I know, but like there's a
Like who
time for some
complains?
deep fried French fries. I will pay $10 for them. But like going to Starbucks. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm thinking like when you said arena food, I it brought me back to when I was like in grade 9 going to play hockey and getting like a slushie and fries. But you're right. Like
No.
you're going to
I
like
mean
an
like that's
NHL game.
yeah. I was like $8
Yeah.
for a Mars bar?
Oh,
That's the cheapest
yeah.
thing on the menu?
Straight up crazy. 100%. Yeah. It's just like why?
Why?
You don't let anybody bring anything in.
Yeah.
We've already paid a crazy amount for ticket. Why do we need to? The only thing that's different is that like I would argue arena food is still good, whereas like airport food is actually disgusting for
Hmm.
the most part. Like, hey, I will still go to Starbucks and Starbucks is Starbucks, but like anytime I've went to like a sit down and had like a breakfast or something at the
Hmm.
airport, I'm like, why is this actually gross? Like, have we never heard of salt and pepper? Like, where's the flavor? What are we doing here?
Kristen, I know what you're doing wrong. You need to get into the lounges. That's where the good
We
food is.
Yes, we do, but even then, I'm like, I don't know. I'm a little picky. I've been to the lounges. I've tried the lounge food.
The lounge in Amsterdam is pretty nice.
Okay, I have not been to the one in Amsterdam, so we need to add that to the list. Okay.
But then again, like you're paying like what, 60, $80 for lounge access if you don't have it through a credit card or
Yes,
a
and I
points
I
card.
do now through the credit card, which is funny. The way we found out was we went in, sat at a restaurant because I was like, okay, like we're hungry. Let's just fuck it. Let's just go have a good meal. It's gonna be expensive, but I think we were at the airport for like 9 hours or something ridiculous. It's like let's just go. We have a cozy spot to sit then, whatever. So while we were there, we are like, you know what? Let's check because I pay for my credit card every year. Like let's just
Mhm.
check, see what we get. Yep, turns out lounge access after we spent like $150 on food. But anyways, now we've been using it every time we go. But the other thing, here's another scam about the fucking lounges though. They're full. Like the amount of times I've went to the Toronto airport and the lounge is full and it doesn't let you pre-book a spot sometimes.
Yeah.
Or when you need it most, like when you're traveling in the middle of the night and you're starving and it's closed.
Yeah.
Like, so what? I have to be in the middle of the day. It just by chance has to be not busy for me to get in. Like, okay, like come on, people. Let's
Yeah.
figure it out. So,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
anyways,
not as
okay,
good as
what's
it.
next? Not as good as it seems. It's a nice perk when you can use it, but
Yeah.
it's not always there for you.
War. War is a scam.
Yeah.
War is like, who should I pick a fight with so I can buy weapons from my friend over there and like measure my dick with the guy over there and then like get some oil. I don't really understand.
I don't really get it either. I'm team world peace. Like if we all just work together, wouldn't we be in a better place?
I think
I don't
if
know.
women were more in charge, we would have less problems.
Yeah. I actually think that in a lot of situations, whereas like if you were both women, I don't think this is what would be happening.
Yeah, hot take. Don't really understand it. So,
Scam.
yeah, we could do better.
We can.
Yeah.
I don't actually feel super passionately about this, but I wrote it down anyways.
Say
Wedding
that.
industry markups. It's, I don't know. I'm still team $4,000 or $5,000 wedding in the backyard. Do something big when you've been married for 10 years. It's easy to get married. It's harder to stay married.
That's that's wisdom right there.
Well,
It
I
is.
just,
It's so easy to get married
yeah, it is.
and way harder to stay married and way, way harder to get unmarried. You gotta
Yes.
wait a year.
Hmm. I
At
don't even know
least.
the intricacies. I'm really hoping I never have to get unmarried.
I mean, I'll walk you through it if I need to, but
Let's hope we don't need to.
yeah,
So far, we're good.
yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, as someone who worked in the wedding industry, like it's crazy how much it's like the facade of what you need
Hmm.
when it's all like it's
It's
all
just,
a dream.
it's
It's
stupid. It's
something that
honestly,
someone made
it's,
up and convinced you that you need.
yeah, and it's like, okay, like, like, don't get me wrong, because I have been to some beautiful weddings
Of
and they have
course.
been so much fun. But
Yeah,
also, the funnest part about the wedding is after dinner, having drinks and dancing with your friends. You do
correct.
not need to spend $40,000 plus to do that. Have a
Nope.
party.
Yep.
Have a party. Like, I even think about like my little COVID wedding was adorable. 17-person dinner, 17-person ceremony, everything under $4,000, took on no debt, and it was lovely. We have beautiful photos, great memories. All, if it wasn't COVID, just tack on a big field party to that. Beautiful. What, maybe spend an extra $1,000 and get a food truck late in the night for everybody? Maybe a DJ? Like, honestly, that simple. Like, it's just, yeah, such a such a scam. Such a
I
scam.
just,
I don't know, it's just one day.
it's one day. Even the dress, like, I had two dresses, but the ceremony dress
I
was free.
spent 500.
And my other dress was $300. And and then I gave them to the charity that I got the first dress from. They
Mm-hmm.
just give you a wedding dress,
Mm-hmm.
which is amazing. You don't get a ton of choice, but like, what do I care? And did I feel my best ever in a dress that was not mine and was like big and heavy? No, I
No.
probably feel better in workout clothes, to be honest.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go out, like, I wouldn't say any of them are comfortable, but like, yeah, I spent, I think, $400 on my wedding dress,
Yeah.
and I actually felt great in it. We did some alterations to it, nothing crazy. It was perfect. I still have it. Plan to wear it again one day. Not to a wedding, but I don't know, maybe a Halloween costume or something. Renew
Maybe.
our vows at 10 years.
Maybe.
Destination party situation.
Maybe. Yeah. Kind of scammy. You're right.
Very scammy. Yeah. All right, that's all I got. What do you got?
The pandemic. Kind of scam.
Yeah,
That's the
I
word on
don't
the
even want to
street.
go. I don't
I
even want
don't
to
want
go
to
through
go
that
there
rabbit
either.
hole.
But like that's the word on the street. That's all I'm saying. We
Hmm.
did what we had to do. Now it's like it never happened. It's fine. Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. I think being an influencer is kind of a scam. Let me elaborate. It's a scam for the influencers, is what I'm saying. So
Hmm.
before there were influencers, and I know this because I was in the modeling industry in a very unhealthy way for a lot of years. But so when you're a model, like selling clothes or selling a product, you have an agency, you have representation, there's laws in place to protect you, like these kinds of guardrails around it, right? In the
Hmm.
influencer industry, there's none of that.
Hmm.
And so I think it's very easy for brands and businesses to take advantage of people who will do anything for whatever amount of money.
Right.
And I don't think that's okay.
That's fair.
I think
I
it,
don't know enough about it, but like,
yeah,
I think it makes sense because it's like unregulated, which it's like
yeah,
being unregulated has its pros and its cons, but you got to be
it's true.
smart, protect
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. And maybe scam is the wrong word. Maybe like I had the word, I lost it. Anyway, I put on the list for scams. It was close enough.
Hmm.
Tipping culture.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's like we've went off the deep end. I'm paying $8 already for a coffee, and I'm sorry, you want a tip?
So here's the thing it's a systemic problem. The restaurant industry in particular is built on paying lower wages. Like it's built
Yes.
into
model.
the model that they
Yeah.
don't have to pay people actual minimum wage.
Yeah.
That's the real problem. But asking the
Agreed.
consumer to pay like 15, 20, 25, sometimes up to 50% of a tip,
Mm-hmm.
no. One time I got my tires changed and there was a tip thing on the machine. No, an oil change, sorry, not my tires.
Oh
And I
my
was
God.
like, no.
Yeah. And like, here's the thing, like, there's a time and a place for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think when someone's doing a service for you,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe that's too generic, but like
Yeah,
something that's more creative, something that's more art, something that's, do you know what I mean? Something that's more like personable,
mm-hmm.
and they're like putting their all into it. Like, even, I would say a photo shoot,
Yeah,
right? Because it's like they have their prices that they charge, but
yeah,
then it's like, did they go over and above? Did they exceed your
right,
expectations? In those situations,
right,
I love tipping,
right.
because it's like you really show your appreciation. But I agree, when it comes to other things like fast food and coffee shops and even restaurants, it should just be built into the cost. Like, they're just doing a job,
Yeah,
and them being nice and bending over backwards and filling up your pop as soon as it's empty shouldn't be the reason that they do or don't get paid minimum wage. Like, that's not fucking fair.
right. It's not. I think, what do you think about instead of tip amount, blah, 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 blah? What about yes or no? Would you like to tip? And then, if yes, the amount. Would that, do you think that would alleviate the pressure in the tipping world? Because on one hand, like when I worked at a flower shop, people asked to tip us and we didn't have the infrastructure set up, so they couldn't.
Mm,
So I don't want people to feel like they're missing out on me being, wanting to say, here's
true.
$5 or whatever, because you're amazing, because I am amazing, but also I'm
Mm-hmm.
just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're
like,
not doing your job any differently to get a tip.
no,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
no. And then there's some places where you tip, and then, like, the, because it goes through electronically, the, and for a fact, the workers themselves don't ever get the tips.
Yeah. Or it's
It
like
happens way more than people think.
it's split, it's taxed. Yeah.
Right.
It's, yeah. I don't know. I just think, yeah, it's hard because, like, in the world of like cash, I think it probably made more sense than it does now.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, I think maybe the process for it hasn't necessarily caught up.
Hmm.
Because that's the other thing too. Like, let's say it was a server and you
Hmm.
wanted it to go directly to them. Like, you might be willing to give them a big tip, but then knowing it's going to get spread or taxed or not even go to them is going to make you think twice about tipping them potentially.
Yeah, it's true. Tipping on cruise ships is interesting too. So they build it into your bill at the end,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah,
gets
you have the
split equally.
gratuity.
So you can't, like, it's very difficult to tip specific individuals on a cruise ship the way that they have it set up.
Yeah.
And I know it's there, like, for fairness, because, like, you're never going to, like, people who are not
Yeah.
client facing would never get a
Yeah.
tip otherwise. And that's not fair either. But, like, what is the right
Yeah.
answer? I don't know.
So, okay, so for that,
Hmm.
we happen to cruise with expert cruisers. So
Hmm.
apparently you can actually go down to the front desk and ask them to remove the automatic gratuity
I
to a
have heard
certain
that.
degree. I think
Yeah, like
there's a
50% or
blanket one that
something. Yeah.
happens, yeah, and then there's one where it's like, no, I'm going to tip them myself. So what we do is we intentionally bring cash with us meant for tipping, and we physically give it to them. So
Yeah.
like typically the person that's cleaning your stateroom, they'll
Mhm.
introduce themselves to you. We'll give them an envelope of cash directly, and then we usually do like the formal sit down dining at the end of the, like, for dinner.
Mhm.
And you have your main waiter and your like
Yeah.
sous waiter, the little
Yeah.
helper. We give them physical cash, so then you
Yeah.
know it's going directly to them. But yeah, their like standard process is not that. And see, that's a situation where I think they deserve the tips. Like, they do go above and beyond, and they work fucking hard. And not to say other
Mhm.
people that ask for tips don't, but like, they do. They
It's true.
do.
So, like, I mean, I've only been on one cruise, but when I told them, like, my allergies, they would fight with me. I'd be like, just give me the brownie. And they were like, we can't give you the brownie. And I said, I had one yesterday at the buffet and it was fine. And they were like, no, Miss Hazel, you cannot get sick. I cannot give you the
Yeah,
Like they would, like they really cared. And I
they
just
do.
went and got more
Yeah.
dessert at the buffet after the sit down dinner.
Well, yeah.
But that's above and beyond service right there.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Okay, my last one is membership models.
Hmm.
So, like at the gym,
Okay.
or any membership model, they count on you not using the product, but continuing to pay. I think that
Hmm.
that's scammy.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, yeah. And I recently went through this because my work changed. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Um, I was going I was going to a certain place every day.
Yep.
Therefore, I would go to the gym by that place every day.
Yep.
When my schedule changed, it was no longer possible.
Right.
So, I waited arguably a month or two too late to cancel, but I went to them and I said, "Okay, one, I'm canceling, and two, you can clearly see I haven't used it for the last month or two.
Yeah.
Can I have a credit back?" And they're like, "Nope." And then also, "You canceled today." "Oh, okay, well, that doesn't take effect for another month or two." And that's where I was like, fuck you guys.
We need time to process this. You just press delete. It is not that hard.
Well, and yeah, so like I agree, scam. Like, hey, if you're using the membership, I think it's awesome. You don't have to think about it, it's just there, it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there also needs to be a little bit of give and take when people do go to cancel. Like, there should be, again, if you can see I haven't used it for 2 months, like either it's automatic or like a small credit. Because like now, when it comes to going back there, I might think twice and be like, actually, no, I'm gonna go somewhere else because of that.
Yeah. There is like recently, it was like in the last 10 years, like legislation in place in Ontario anyway, that like they have to give you they have to give you options other than the membership. But I think that businesses are so creative. They don't present that
Mm-hmm.
option or whatever, like you know what I mean? So it's hard to
So you
kind
might
of
have to like know what to ask for,
yeah,
and then you probably don't get the same promotions. It's probably the
right.
better price to do it
Yeah.
differently. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's so like you could pay what it's probably like $40 for a one-time visit, or you could pay $50 for the month kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
that
And
doesn't
then it's like,
it
oh, it's just
doesn't
a
solve
no
the
brainer.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like what are you going to call your credit card every time and tell them that you didn't authorize that transaction? Maybe, I guess.
I never even thought about doing that, but yeah,
But yeah, just the way that those systems are set up, I think it's kind of scary.
I agree. I agree. Well, moral of the story, be on the lookout for scams.
Yep.
And if you have one that we didn't mention, hit us up. We want to hear about it.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Okay, that's the pod, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.